Alright guys, so there's no intro today. I don't have it in me to do an intro. So, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is a perfect example of why I am constantly telling you that indie games are better than AAA. Do I hate AAA games? No, I don't, but there's a much higher standard for AAA. So let me tell you what this game is. This game is Dark Souls met Tomb Raider met modern day Star Wars. That's what it is. The problem with this game is that it was made in 2019 and there are a handful of other Star Wars games such as Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Star Wars KOTOR that are years better than this game. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast came out in 2003 and it puts this game to shame in regards to combat and just pretty much everything. The problem with this game is pretty much the combat. The combat's just sucks. And it sucks because it's boring. You pretty much get 3 force abilities that you could use during combat. There's also a wall run that you can kind of run, but you can only run on specific walls. It's not like you're free to run on any walls that you want. And the story's pretty lame. You're trying to recover this holocron that has the list of force-sensitive children that the Empire are hunting down. This seems to be pretty close to or soon after Revenge of the Sith, because the Inquisitors are out and, they're hunting down the Jedi and all that. And there's cinematics all over the freaking place. Everywhere you go. I mean, you sneeze your nose, there's a cinematic. You look at a wall, there's a cinematic. There's cinematics everywhere. This game, the problem is, there's no immersion in this game. The immersion is just awful. I don't know, I'm not really sure. It's a movie. That's the thing. It's a movie, so there is no immersion. I mean, for example, right here, I literally turned around. I was running away from Darth Vader, okay? Spoiler alert, it's near the end of the game. By the way, the game is around 18 to 20 hours. You can probably make it longer than that if you take your time, but I was trying to rush to get through because of how long it is. I'm running away from Darth Vader. I turn around because I just wanted to see, was he actually following me? He wasn't. I go into the elevator and there he is. This happens all the time. Stuff like this. You play as a guy named Cal. He's a Padawan. His master got wrecked in Order 66, and you learn your force abilities by sort of remembering the teachings of your master. Progression is mainly based on the progression through the skill tree. Right, so as you kill people, you gain experience. That experience points gets converted into skill points. You then use those skill points to purchase abilities in the game. How do you purchase these abilities? You go to the Dark Souls bonfires, which are in this game called meditation points. You purchase your your skills. You can get greater force pulls, you can get greater health pulls, you can learn combat abilities and all that. And certain skills will cost a certain amount of points. Some skills cost 1 point, others 2, and others 3 points. By the end of the game, you've pretty much unlocked the whole tree, but it's, that's how that works. The combat is very Souls-like. It's very, between a Stormtrooper and a worm. A lot of times I'm more afraid of the worm than I am the Stormtrooper. Everything kills you really good. Most of this game I went through on Jedi Master difficulty, but near the end I dropped it to Jedi Knight because I just couldn't, I was just getting so annoyed with the combat. I really just wasn't having fun. And a lot of that has to do with how boring it is. You're just doing the same thing over and over again. If you took away the cinematics of this game, you would just be doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's just, when you play, games like Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, it's a very fluid and powerful experience. And this, you have force pull, push, and freeze time. And the only reason why freeze time is in there is because everyone lost their minds in the new Ray Wars whenever Kylo freezes that bolt and everyone's like, oh wow, that's so great. That's the only reason why it's in there. It's just, it's boring, guys. It's really boring. I picked this up on sale in Steam for about $5. And yeah, it was definitely worth $5. I had a blast for $5. This lasts me almost 2 to 3 days. For $40, like I said, you've already played this game. Pretty much, the amount of climbing you do in this game is unbearable. You're a Jedi. You would honestly think you were Lara Croft's, brother. Instead, you're climbing all over walls. You're surfing down all kinds of stuff. You're surfing in mud, surfing on ice, all kinds of stuff. That also comes to the replayability. Replayability is decent. You can go through, once you unlock different powers, you can go to other planets and, kind of just go through and explore different stuff, but it's not There's nothing you're going to unlock doing that you need by the time you finish the game. When you finish the game, you get the new Game Plus mode. You get some skins you can use, and then you can go through and play it again. I don't understand why you would. I mean, why would you? It's just boring. Honestly, the game is just boring. That's what I had to force myself to finish it. The boss battles are very just Simon Says. It's very Dark Souls. You know, you just watch what they do. You die 20 million times. On the 20 millionth and first time, you kill the boss. Not because you're bad or you're good, but because you learned how to kill the boss. It's just stupid. So, verdict here is, if you like Dark Souls, you'll probably like this. If you like Lara Croft, you'll probably like this. If you were hoping for a good Star Wars game, where you want to feel powerful, you want to feel like this menacing, just don't want to be effed with kind of Jedi, this isn't the game here. You don't want to play this because you don't feel that way at all. I mean, the guy you play as, Cal, he's just a prissy bee. No, I don't think it's worth buying at all. Unless you can get on discount, maybe $19.99, you could play this. You know, I think you get a good amount of time in, but it's just, there's no innovation in this game, and you have to pay for it as if it's new innovation. And there's older games that are better than this, that offer you more freedom, that offer you more power at the expense of less cutscenes and less monotony. So there you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.